Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sarah. So in this video I'm just going to be showing everyone how I edit my pictures for Instagram. If you have any questions for me, please leave them in the comment section and I'll be sure to answer your questions. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe for more content from me as well. Thank you. Let's start. So the first thing we're going to do is to open the photo album, and then I'm going to pick the picture that I want to edit. This usually takes me a while to figure out the one that I like, so let's just see. Then after that I'm going to go to my Facetune, and then that's where my editing starts. I always start with Facetune. That's one of the best apps for easy photo editing. Then I'm going to go to my favorites, and that's usually where I usually favorite the pictures that I like, so it makes it easier for me to find them. After that, we're going to start. So now I'm just going to zoom into the picture so that you can see clearly what I'm doing. So the first thing is I'm going to just click on my, let's see, I'm going to just click on the smooth button, and I usually make sure I start very lightly. I don't go aggressive with any of the buttons. I just make sure I do it very smooth, very lightly, and just a little bit of everything, because when you do it so much, then it's obvious that your photo is very much edited. So yes, so now I'm just smoothing out my skin, as you can see, before and after. And after that, it takes me a while to do this usually, so make sure you just tap gently on each of them. So you try to smooth out the picture, try to smooth out the skin slowly. After that, I go into my whiten. So I try to whiten my teeth first. My teeth is cute, but you know, a little bit of help wouldn't harm anyone. So I finish the whiten, then I go to details, and then details just to make sure the things in the picture pop. So I can use details on my eyebrows, on my eyelashes, and my hair sometimes. So after I'm done using my details, I try to look around for any other thing I can add. So normally when you're editing, it's always try and error. There's no standard to edit a picture. You just have to play with all the buttons and see which one works best. So I try to use the conceal button to see if that helps. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. In this case, I don't think it did much. So I skip that part. And I'm just going to go to the eyes. I'm going to whiten my eye to make my eye pop more. And then I'll just look around for any other thing I can add. Then now I'm going to just use the defocus button just to blur out the background a little bit, so it's not obvious, you know, that I'm in my kitchen or that where I am exactly. So I try to put a little bit of blur. Sometimes it makes a huge difference, sometimes not really. So yeah, I'm just going to put a little bit of that. And after, I'm just trying to see if I can edit my hand. I think I tried to do a little bit, but it just did not work. So the hand is fine. Not much editing needed anyways. And then I noticed the shoe as well in the background. The Uggs, so I'm just going to focus on the Uggs afterwards. I'm going to blur it out. Go back to my defocus button. Just blur out the background, or just blur it out a little bit. So you have to just keep trying and trying to see what works for you. Then afterwards, I'm just going to show you here. You can see before and after. So you see all the eye bags and everything, they're all gone, or any wrinkles, fine lines, they're all gone. I think I'm just trying to play around with the buttons, see if there's anything else I can add. But I think, to be honest, that's all for this picture on Facetune. So now we're going to just save it on Facetune. Now I'm going to go to another app called Tezza app. So on Tezza, sometimes I notice that the pictures don't actually save into your camera roll. So I have to just go back to my pictures or my photo album on iPhone and then screenshot the picture and then put it back and then go back to Tezza. So Tezza would have a screenshot of what I just did. So now I took my screenshot. I'm going to go back to Tezza. Now it's in Tezza. I'm going to just play around with colors and make the pictures pop more. Just avoid using all those filters in Tezza because some of them are just too extra. I mean, you can play around with it, see if it works for you, but just go straight to the editing part. So you see those 3 lines there, that's what I click on. And it brings us to the different buttons. So now we have brightness. I'm just going to add a little bit of brightness and see which one works. I think for this picture it's better on the darker side, so I reduce the brightness. And then for the exposure, I play around with the exposure as well to find what works for me. So at this exposure, I think I went with a little bit of exposure, not too much, at 6. Then I'm going to go to my contrast, add a little bit of contrast to make the color stand out more. Then I'm just working on the shadows to see if that helps. And then a little bit of the highlights. I think saturation was just too much, so I didn't use saturation. And I played around with the blur button and every other button there just to see if anything makes a difference, but nothing else was making a huge or a nice difference. So I left the blur because I already blurred out what I needed to blur on Facetune. Also, I'd like to just announce now that I have your attention that I do enjoy editing pictures. I'm running a free promotion on my Instagram right now where I'm editing pictures for people for free for the month of December, and in January I'll be charging for this service. So just message me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is at Serah, SERAH with 3 underscores. Just message me on there and I'll edit your pictures for free. If you like them, you can use them. If you don't, it's up to you. But just give me a quick message. I do enjoy editing pictures. I can do it in my sleep, literally. Yeah, so let's get back to the editing. I'm gonna just see if straighten will make it, if the direction of the picture would change anything, but not really. I prefer it the way it was. And yeah, that's actually all we can do. So this is before and after. I'm just seeing the difference of what I just made, and I'm going to save it. Sweet, all saved. And I'm just going to show you now the before and after of both pictures. So for this video I used Facetune and I used Tezza, but then sometimes I go and play with other apps. For the main apps I usually use is Facetune, Tezza, ViscoCam. Yeah, any other app I usually come across, I always try to play around with them as well. So yeah, this is our after, and I'll show you the before. This is before, after, before. I'll zoom into it as well. see all those fine lines and stuff, and look at this color, and everything just looks amazing in this one. I love this picture. Very cute. So yeah, that's all for my video today. Thank you